the managing director of the German Wind Energy Association. Germany being for many years one of the biggest markets, and the German Wind Energy Association still being one of the largest national wind energy associations. Carlo, I'm very pleased to have you here with us, although I know that your time is today limited. So a special welcome to Berlin, and the floor is yours.
Yes, hello, Stefan. Thank you to being here together with you. I hope you can hear me, Stefan.
Yes.
Okay, and you can see my first slide also?
Looks very good, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's a pleasure for me to give you a short overview of the German wind energy market. Like you see here, we had a strong market in the beginning of the 2000, 2001, 2002, and then we have a little drop down, and it came. The market started to grow very fast in 2012, 13, 14, and we came up to 5 gigawatt in 2017 as new installed capacity. And then, like you see here on the side, we had a drop down from 1917 to 1918. And then even in 2019, it came down to 1 gigawatt. So the reason for that is that we changed the system in Germany from the feed-in system to the auction system, and this was not so easy for us. So we happy that we in 2020 we have the market's coming up to 1.4 gigawatt, and we hopefully will see 2 gigawatt in 2021. This is the onshore market. If we take a look on the offshore market, we will see the offshore market started very strongly in 2015. With 2 gigawatt, and then we saw like 1 gigawatt in the average in the last years, and now we have a little drop down in 2020, and in 2021 we see no new offshore project in Germany, but it will start it after that. But altogether, if we compare it to the onshore market, it is with installed capacity of 8 gigawatt. It's quite smaller when you compare to the onshore market. So altogether, we have an installed capacity on the onshore market in the end of 2020 for 55 gigawatt, and like I said, 8 gigawatt installed offshore capacity. We are very happy and proud that we altogether have more than 50% of renewable energy in the electricity market. The wind share of electricity demand is around 25%. So half of the the electricity produced out of renewable energies is coming out of wind energy in Germany. Right now we still have 100,000 employees working in the wind industry. That was 5 years ago. That was more. We have had over 160,000 employees, and also in the renewable market altogether, we had over 400,000 employees in Germany. But not only the wind industry was not so strong in the last years, also the solar PV industry was not so strong. So we are not so happy about this development. We are looking in other countries like China and the US market and see what happened there. And when we look back 15 years ago, I remember that a lot of politicians in Germany said, "Are we the only market in the world who is thinking that wind energy is the future?" And now it's changing a little bit. Now we're looking from Germany into other markets and say, hey, there are other markets which are much stronger than the German market. But I'm looking forward that we will see a stronger market in Germany in the next years, and also in the stronger wind industry. So what you see here is a map of Germany, and this is one challenge you can see here. Most of the installed capacity you will see in the north, like you see these two countries, states close to the North Sea. This is Lower Saxony and Schleswig-Holstein. They have installed 18.5 gigawatt. And if you compare that to Bavaria and Baden-Württemberg down in the south, you see that that there's only 4.5 gigawatt installed capacity. So, and when you see that the most of the industry is still in the south of Germany, we have a lot of electricity which has to brought from the north to the south, and we need stronger grids for that. And in this 8.5 gigawatt, there's not the offshore capacity included. So if you take the offshore wind farms of the North Sea, include this into the figure, the challenge is even higher. So this is one of the major points. If we will use energy, and we have to bring it in the south, or otherwise the south industry has to come in the north, or we have to storage the electricity. So this is a big challenge for us. So targets and challenge, like I already said, we changed from a feed-in tariff to an auction system. This is especially for the German market. That was a very hard step, because we have a very decentralized market with a lot of small companies, and for them it was the auction system was not safe enough. So the investment in the new system was going down a little bit. So now we have to work with this new auction system. We see a good price in the auction system right now. The price is 6 cents per kilowatt hour. This is okay. You can produce electricity in an economical way with this price. But on the other side, we see not enough sites. We have not enough sites in Germany, and so that is a major point we have to work on. What we also see as a challenge is we see new markets. In Germany, we have right now a discussion about who's paying for the renewable energy. All parties in Germany think about changing to another way to finance the renewable energy, for example, by a CO2 price. And we also think about more and more about future markets like power to X, like using the electricity out of wind for heat and for mobilization, for e-cars. And also we think more about storage. We have to find new storage system. We think a lot, like in other countries, about using hydrogen for that. And but what is good that the targets are very high in Germany. And when you see what the Ministry for Environment said, that they want to have 95 gigawatt wind onshore till 2030, that means that we have to install each year 4.5 gigawatt new wind capacity. That means netto. So why netto? Because we have also 16 gigawatt of wind capacity, which have to be repowered in the next 3 to 4 years, because they are not running in the feed-in tariff system anymore. So they are not running economically. So you have to repower them. This is it's a big challenge for us, and also as the association, we have to think about what to do with this capacity. And we have a lot of discussion with our members who are running this wind farms, what we can do. Because on the other side, we do not see the new sites for bringing up the 4.5 gigawatt each year. But on the other way, this is the way we want to go in Germany, up to 95 gigawatt till 2030. So we have to find a way for that. What can we do? What have we? What are the things we have to do to reach this goal? Is what we need is more acceptance in Germany, because the wind farms and the wind turbines are close to cities and close to homes. So what we need is more participation. We have to bring the money to the regions and see that they're not only doing something good for the climate in this region. They also have to see that they want that they earn money with it in this regions. Then we also have a big discussion in Germany, like in other countries, about bird protections. We have to find their ways to get a good coalition with natural associations in Germany, with environmental associations. And what we also discuss a lot is that we need less noises. The turbines are much better now when we compare to 10-15 years ago. The noise is going down, but it's still a discussion in Germany. And what it's interesting in Germany, what we talked the last 10 years a lot about the lightning, for air protection, to the red lights, flashing light on the top of the turbines. And we are very happy that we now found a way in Germany to switch off the lights, because now we use a radar system that the light will just be switched on when the airplane is coming close to the turbine. And this will help a lot to get more acceptance. And then we, last but not least, what I want to mention is that we have right now a little bit, like I would say, like a lockdown in Germany, because we have the election in September 21. And right now we are waiting for that the politics are doing their job, and politicians doing their job, but this doesn't happen. So it's a little bit like a lockdown. We also waiting for Brussels, for the European Union, that they get the permission for the new EEG 2021. This is also something which is not good for the German market. But we are looking forward in September. It's pretty sure that the Green Party will be in Germany a member of the new government in Germany. So therefore, we think at least in September 2021, we will see a stronger market in Germany. So that's that was my presentation. Thank you very much, Stefan, to inviting me for this session here. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Thanks so much, and especially appreciate, as I know you have some private commitments today. In spite of that, you made it possible that you could present us the status of the German market, which I think is, of course, on the one hand, very encouraging when you look at a 25% share of wind power. That's amongst the larger industrialized countries, really the highest share. So that is still an example, but of course the market growth is somehow a matter of concern. But maybe as you heard from other markets, India is struggling with the auction systems as well. From Israel, we heard problems with permission processes. So all those problems are actually not unique to Germany. And I think it's very useful that we hear from each other. And I was just thinking of maybe it would be worthwhile to have a specific webinar also on permission processes radar, bird issues, etc. Somewhere later this year. So again, Carlo, thank you very much, and I wish you a, well, in this case, nice afternoon. As usual, all the presentations, let me mention this again, of course, for all the speakers will be recorded or are recorded, not only now broadcasted on YouTube, but they will be later available. So everybody who wants to listen again to Carlo and about the German market can do this also in the coming weeks and months.